What is going on, everyone? What is the biggest need for this Houston Texans team as they enter the 2025 season? Now, I'm going to say this. I don't think the defense needs to be touched. The secondary is elite. The linebacking core has depth. The defensive line is fantastic. I think it is the offense that needs majority of the work this offseason, and the Houston Texans have already started. They hired a Los Angeles Rams coach and pass game coordinator, Nick Caley, to be their new OC and play caller. They promoted Cole Popovich to offensive line coach and run game coordinator. And just recently, they hired Jerry Shuplinski from the Los Angeles Rams, and he was a senior offensive assistant. The Houston Texans, ladies and gentlemen, will have an entirely new offense in 2025. We're going to look at this unit and see which areas do the Houston Texans need to do the most work. My name is Ruben Calavillo, and this is the 713 Houston Sportcast, where I drop daily Houston Texans content. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest news, rumors, and updates. This episode is brought to you and powered by BetUS. They're giving you a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. On your second and third deposit, it's 125% promo. Promo bonus YouTube 150 gets that for you guys. Quick 24-hour payouts, 24-hour customer service. BetUS, where the game begins. Now, let's go ahead and start with the offensive line, because I think that was the biggest disappointment for the Houston Texans this season. Chris Strausser is gone. The new offensive line coach, Cole Popovich, also the run game coordinator. So, anytime we complain about this offensive line, we have to look now at Cole Popovich. Laramie Tunsil, he's not going anywhere. Laramie Tunsil, I will take the false starts. You've heard me say that before. I don't care how many of them there are, because I know that when it comes to pass protection, Laramie Tunsil is one of the very best in the NFL. There's a reason he's on his fifth consecutive Pro Bowl, looking for his first All-Pro nomination. And maybe he gets that in 2025. The left guard spot, you might see a new starter, or you might see Titus Howard. Now, I think it's going to come down to whether or not Titus Howard wants to restructure his deal. If he doesn't want to restructure his deal, I think you got to find a way to get Titus Howard out of here. That's the kind of shakeup I think this Houston Texans offensive line needs. I like what Titus Howard did here in his career, but maybe a new home could benefit both the Houston Texans and Titus Howard, unless he wants to take a pay cut. And then, hey, welcome back, Titus, and he is now your new left guard. Your center spot, I think it's going to be Juice Scruggs. I think with new offensive coordinator Nick Caley, with new offensive line coach Cole Popovich, with a new offensive line scheme, we might get to see Juice Scruggs play better. We might get to see a better version of him. The right guard spot, I think, is going to be someone new. The Shaq Mason experience, I think it's at the end, was not a good 2024 for him. A lot of people have been mock drafting Alabama guard Tyler Booker to the Houston Texans, and offensive line help is on a lot of people's want list in free agency. But I think you're having a new right guard in 2025. Right tackle, that's Blake Fisher. I think the rookie did a fantastic job in the postseason. It's not easy to play football there. And, going against guys like Khalil Mack, Charles Omenihu, Joey Bosa, and seeing that Blake Fisher did well, excited to see what he can do in year two. But the offensive line, I think it needs to be invested in. You might need 1 to 2 new starters. You have a new O-line coach, so hopefully that group's play gets better, significantly better. The running back spot, I don't know if it gets invested in as much as I thought so. Because Dameon Pierce, a lot of fans are excited that he now gets to be in this Los Angeles Rams system. Maybe we get to see a actual running back tandem, an effective running back tandem throughout the season. Joe Mixon's Joe Mixon. He's going to be there. Coming off of a 1,000-yard season, double-digit touchdowns. I think the Houston Texans need to draft a running back. I know this running back class is pretty damn good, and even if you don't need one, you have to draft one. But I think Dameon Pierce needs some competition. The tight end group, maybe you add in another body, but I think the Houston Texans, I mean, they're economically tied to Dalton Schultz, whether they like it or not, signing a big 3-year, $30 million contract. Cade Stover just needs to stay healthy. Rookie out of Ohio State. We were very high on Cade Stover in the offseason. And then Brevin Jordan coming off of an ACL. He just needs to stay healthy. How does he get to be? How does his play look in a Nick Caley type of offense? But if you're going to draft a tight end, I think it might be very late with one of your later picks. The wide receiver group, by God, you might need to sign 1 or 2 of them in free agency and get 1 or 2 of them in the draft. Because in the past 2 seasons, it's only been Nico Collins available. That's it. You're not going to have Tank Dell, maybe. For sure, you're probably not going to have Tank Dell. Who knows what you're going to get from Stephon Diggs. That's a big decision right there. I want to bring Tutu Atwell for agency. I think that's becoming more of a need than a want at this point. But the wide receiver spot, you got to invest in as much resources as you can. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I mean, hey, a lot of people talking about Gary Wilson. I would love to see that. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, I think the Houston Texans offense is what needs to be worked on the most this offseason via free agency, via the draft. You guys let me know who y'all want. Free agency videos are coming. For more Houston Texans content, you guys know what to do. Feel free to follow me for more. Go Houston. Have a very blessed day. Episode brought to you and powered by BetUS.